I feel like Superman, they gon' remember me. I think I know I can. Who says it's hard to reach? Who's gonna stop me on the road to success? I don't know.
And I always found it interesting to capture a subject that was just momentarily there and capturing that moment in time.
How long and hard could it be to get the perfect picture?
I strive to make the perfect picture, and it's really challenging. I don't want to come back with pictures from a safari that everyone else has, that people just plain shoot with their phone cameras or tiny little point and shoots. So I spend a lot of time setting up the picture. I will spend a lot of time in one particular place, hoping that I get the lighting right and the animal moves in the right position for me. People come and go often when I've sat there for an hour, hour and a half waiting for the better picture. So yeah, it can take a long time. I'll spend, like I say, an hour to an hour and a half waiting for one particular picture.
Out of all things you can photograph, what made you want to focus on wildlife?
I think it was a movie I saw back when I was 9 years old, and the movie was called Hatari, and it was the very first film I ever saw, and it was about a company in Africa that went out and rounded up animals for zoos. And they caught every different type of animal you can imagine. And I always had an interest in going on a safari and a great interest in animals at that point. And I think that's where it began, was that particular movie, and that influenced me that way.
What has your biggest struggle with photography been?
Honestly, it lies along the lines of an author or prospective author's issues in life, in that people tell me my work is always really good and they love it. And the first thing they see when they see my nature photography and wildlife photography is, gosh, this is National Geographic. This looks so cool. And I've submitted over the years many, many photographs to National Geographic and never had any recognition. So there's been that contradiction for me in my mind about how good is my work? Is it really that good? Are people being nice to me when they say they love my photography? And just recently, I was published on a National Geographic site as one of the Daily Dozen photos. And given that there are thousands and thousands of pictures submitted to the site every day, just to get your picture looked at by one of their editors is a real challenge. And then to be subsequently picked as a photograph that they really liked and that they published, and you get people from all over the world looking at your photography then and all the comments they make to you about your photography. It certainly validates for me that I do take good pictures and I am a decent photographer, as opposed to what I tend to believe then after years of submitting photographs to National Geographic and other contests and things where nothing comes out of it. So that's been a struggle for me. And photography, when you share it with other people, you want it to be things that they like, that they enjoy. So that's been important to me, that I continue that and share that with people, and it gets that recognition as well from people who really understand photography.
What's your most recent trip?
Wow, very, very, very recent trip was August, September of this year. We have not seen a particular event that we wanted to see in the Serengeti, the Serengeti, the Mara River crossing of the wildebeest. We went for that, and we were just thrilled to have a number of wildebeest crossings of the river and had that adventure. Like I said, we try to go every 2 to 4 years because we really do enjoy it that much. And I could go every 6 months and be perfectly happy.
Yeah. What's your favorite experience with photography?
I think it's always those trips to Africa and being out in the bush with the animals. There are times that you just don't know what's going to happen, and those are the best times. I can sit there with an animal, with a lion, and I can picture something happening and something occurring, but it's when we're in the vehicle and suddenly something just really obscure happens in front of you that you had no idea was going to occur. That's what's most interesting, and those are the best experiences.